Let me be brutally honest with you for a moment. If you're over 75 and you believe your daily walk around the block or your gentle stroll in the park is enough to protect your bones, your muscles, and your independence, you are operating on a dangerous medical misconception that is quietly setting you up for a crisis. As an orthopedic surgeon who has spent decades putting broken hips and shattered wrists back together, I have seen the heartbreaking, life-faltering consequences of this well-intentioned but incomplete approach to fitness. The data is unequivocal and it's terrifying. Walking alone, while beneficial for cardiovascular health, becomes a grossly insufficient defense against the physiological tsunamis of sarcopenia and osteoporosis that accelerate after 75. Today, I'm not just going to issue a warning, I'm going to give you a clear, actionable, and science-backed blueprint for what you must do instead. This isn't about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years, ensuring you can lift your grandchild, carry your groceries, and get up from your favorite chair without a second thought or a fear of falling. This information could be the difference between a vibrant, autonomous next decade and a sudden, irreversible decline. Stay with me, because what comes next is more critical for your longevity and quality of life than any pill or supplement. The central problem we face after 75 is a dual assault on our physical integrity. On one front, we have osteoporosis, the gradual thinning and weakening of our bones, making them porous and fragile like a piece of weathered chalk. You've likely heard of this, but the more insidious, less discussed thief is sarcopenia, the catastrophic, age-related loss of skeletal muscle mass, strength, and function. Think of your body as a magnificent marble cathedral. Osteoporosis is the weather eroding the stone pillars themselves, while sarcopenia is the slow, deliberate removal of the internal scaffolding that holds the entire structure upright. Walking primarily addresses cardiovascular endurance. It's like polishing the cathedral's windows. It's nice, it has benefits, but it does nothing to reinforce those pillars or rebuild that scaffolding. Peer-reviewed studies in journals like the Journal of Gerontology show that after age 70, muscle mass declines at a rate of about 1% per year, and muscle strength plummets even faster, at 2-4% per year. This means a person at 85 could easily have lost 30% of the muscle power they had at 70. Your gentle daily walk, metabolically, does not provide a sufficient stimulus to halt, much less reverse, this decay. It's simply not challenging enough. Your muscles have adapted to it. They require a new, progressive signal to grow and strengthen. The consequence of ignoring this is frailty, a state of extreme vulnerability where a minor slip, a simple fall from standing height, leads to a fracture that you cannot recover from. In my practice, I have seen too many vibrant individuals transition from living independently to needing full-time care after a single fall. The fall isn't the cause. It's the final symptom. The cause was the slow, unchecked erosion of muscle and bone that happened in the years prior, while they faithfully believed their walk was sufficient protection. So, if walking isn't the complete answer, what is? The evidence-based prescription rests on two non-negotiable pillars: progressive strength training and targeted balance and mobility work. Let's dismantle the first pillar completely. Strength training, or resistance training, is the single most powerful pharmacological intervention we have against sarcopenia and osteoporosis. And no, I am not talking about becoming a bodybuilder or straining under heavy barbells. I am referring to deliberate, controlled movements that challenge your major muscle groups against resistance. This resistance can be your own body weight, resistance bands, light dumbbells, or even the weight machines at a community center. The magic word is progressive. It means you must gently, safely, but consistently ask your muscles to do a little more over time. This could mean moving from a seated knee extension with no weight to one with a light ankle weight, or from holding a wall squat for 15 seconds to holding it for 30. This progressive overload creates microscopic tears in the muscle fibers, which your body then repairs, making them thicker and stronger. Crucially for your bones, when a muscle contracts against resistance, it pulls on the bone it's attached to. This pulling force is a potent biological signal that tells the bone-building cells, the osteoblasts, wake up. We need stronger architecture here. This process, known as bone remodeling, increases bone density. A seminal study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that a targeted strength and balance program reduced hip fractures in high-risk elderly women by over 30%. That is more effective than most bone density medications. We must target the major muscle groups that govern mobility and stability, the quadriceps and glutes for rising from a chair and climbing stairs, the back and core for posture and preventing debilitating spine fractures, and the upper body for the essential activities of daily living like lifting a pot or pushing a door open. This is functional life, preserving strength. Now, let's build the second pillar, targeted balance and mobility work. Strength gives you the engine, but balance provides the steering and stability to navigate the world safely. Balance is a complex neurological skill that also declines with age due to changes in our inner ear, vision, and the speed of nerve signals from our feet to our brain. The good news, it is highly trainable. This is not about standing on one leg for minutes on day one. That's a recipe for a fall. It starts with foundational work. Begin with simple weight-shifting exercises, feet hip-width apart. Gently rock your weight forward onto your toes, and then back onto your heels while holding onto a sturdy counter. Feel the muscles in your ankles and calves firing. Progress to a tandem stance, placing one foot directly in front of the other, as if on a tightrope, using support. The goal is to reduce your reliance on that support over weeks and months. Incorporate movements that break the predictable pattern of walking. Practice controlled side stepping, walking backwards in a safe corridor, or gentle Tai Chi-style movements that involve shifting weight while turning the upper body. These activities challenge your proprioception, your body's internal GPS, forcing your brain and muscles to communicate faster and more efficiently. Furthermore, we must address mobility, which is the range of motion in your joints. Stiff hips and tight shoulders limit movement and contribute to a shuffling, unstable gait. Dedicate time to gentle, dynamic stretches, seated leg swings, arm circles, and thoracic rotations. Unlike long, hold static stretching, these warm up the joints and lubricate them with synovial fluid, making movement safer and more fluid. Combining this balance and mobility work with strength training creates a synergy. Strong legs can correct a stumble, but only if your balance system detects the stumble quickly enough and signals those strong legs to react. This combination is your force field against falls. It transforms your body from a fragile structure into a resilient, adaptable, and powerful system capable of handling the unexpected. A slippery floor, an uneven pavement, or a playful dog. Understanding the why and the what is futile without a clear, safe how. This is your actionable blueprint, but your first, non-negotiable step is to consult with your physician or a physical therapist before beginning. Get clearance, especially if you have existing heart conditions, severe osteoporosis, or joint replacements. Once cleared, the philosophy is start low and go slow. Your first 4 weeks are a foundation, building phase for strength. Aim for 2 non-consecutive days per week. A sample session could include chair squats sitting down and standing up slowly with control, 2 sets of 10-12 repetitions, seated rows with a resistance band for upper back strength, 2 sets of 12-15 reps, and heel raises holding a counter, lifting up onto your toes, 2 sets of 15. For balance, do 5-10 minutes daily. Practice standing on one leg with hand support while brushing your teeth, or try the weight-shifting exercise described earlier. In month 2, you progress. Add minimal resistance. Use a resistance band for the squats. Hold a soup can during the rows. Try a heel raise with only one hand on support. Increase your balance challenge by performing a tandem stand without looking down, or by slowly turning your head side to side while standing with feet together with support. By month 3, you should feel a profound difference. You may notice you rise from a car seat more easily, or walk with more confidence on grass. Now, consider joining a supervised senior fitness class, Silver Sneakers program, or working with a certified personal trainer specializing in older adults. This provides structure, safety, and social motivation. Remember, consistency is your most powerful tool. 20 minutes of purposeful strength and balance work twice a week is infinitely more valuable than an hour of walking 7 days a week for this specific goal of preserving muscle and bone. Nutrition is the co-pilot. Ensure adequate protein intake spread throughout the day, aiming for 0 to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight to provide the building blocks for muscle repair, and pair it with vitamin D and calcium for bone health, as per your doctor's advice. This integrated approach, strength, balance, and nutrition, is this you must do. It is the proactive, empowering path that walking alone can never provide. This is your moment of choice. You can close this video and return to the comfortable, familiar routine of walking, knowing it is an incomplete shield. Or you can choose to become the architect of your own resilience. The science is clear. The path is laid out. Your independence, your ability to travel, to play, to live without fear, hangs in this balance. Do not wait for a fall to be your wake-up call. Let this video be that call. Start today. Talk to your doctor this week about this very plan. Search for senior strength training exercises or balance exercises for older adults on this very platform and begin your education. If this information felt like a lifeline, if it clarified the confusion you may have felt about staying strong, then do me and your loved ones a crucial favor. Hit the like button right now. This tells YouTube this content is vital, so it can show it to more people over 75 who are innocently believing walking is enough. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications because next week I'll be breaking down a specific, safe 15-minute at-home routine you can do with just a chair and a resistance band, no gym required. And most importantly, share this video. Share it with your spouse, your siblings, your friends in your community. This isn't just information, it's an intervention. By sharing it, you could literally help someone you love avoid a fracture, a hospital stay, a loss of independence. You could give them the gift of strength. The statistics say most people over 75 will not do this. Be the exception. Be the one who chose knowledge over myth, action over hope, and strength over fragility. I'll see you in the next video, where we get started, step by step.